Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. This is your wish fulfilled on YouTube. Okay, you guys, we got some more heavy stuff. I'm telling you, it has to be the eclipse season that's popping off right now. It just started like April the 30th and it's bringing up a lot of stuff. Okay, so we are going to talk about breaking the habit of being yourself. Okay. If this title seems familiar, it has come from a book written by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. YouTube him, Google him, check the book out, okay? But basically, the overall gist of Dr. Joe Dispenza's work has to do with helping people free themselves from their subconscious programming, basically. Okay. And it all really kind of starts with understanding that you are not, okay, who you are, like who you truly are, has no identity, has no physical body. Okay. Or I should say is beyond. Okay. You're beyond an identity. You're beyond any personality. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your emotions. You're not your body. Okay. Who you truly are has no gender. Okay. And who you truly are exists beyond time, space, and matter. Okay. Now, this is true, whether you believe that you are, whether you believe you are God or whether you believe God is a separate being than you, from you. Okay. So, Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about how your personality is what creates your personal reality. And all your personality truly is a series of programmed responses. Okay. You're not your personality. You can change. Like if you don't like your personality, if you don't like aspects of who you think you are, you can actually change it. There is actually nothing that cannot be changed in this 3D reality, whether you believe you are the God of your reality or not. Okay. So this video is actually inspired, and yeah, we'll just say it's inspired by one of my viewers. I don't know how familiar, how new this viewer is, how familiar they are with my channel up to this point, but wow, this person is in a lot of pain. Okay. This person's in a lot of pain, dealing with some very heavy, dense, emotional energies, mainly anger and rage. And so before I go any further, you guys, I did put a disclaimer in the beginning of this video, but I am going to reiterate here that I am not a licensed professional. Okay. And I am reiterating this not from a standpoint of, legal liability. Yeah, that's part of it. But it would actually, it's more for your safety. Okay. If you, because this video is, is going to be seen by multiple people and it's going to help more than just one person. Okay. Which is why I really appreciate when you guys do pull your hearts out like that, because you're not the only one having those same experiences. Okay. And so you sharing your story is going to help somebody else who may be going through similar issues, experiencing similar things. Okay. But this person is dealing with some very heavy, dense emotions, and they're very afraid of going through the releasing process because they are under the impression that in order to release and heal from these energies, they need to fully embody that energy, and that is not true. Okay, so what's going on here, you guys? And remember, we're talking about a sense of, subconscious energies, subconscious programming, and there isn't just one you. Okay. There are multiple yous that you call forth to deal with different operations in life. Okay. So for instance, there's a different you that you might put on at work, a different part of your personality that you call forth to deal with the public. There's a different you that you put on or embody when you're around your friends. There's a different you that you put on when you're around your significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, girlfriend. There's a different you that you call forth to deal with your kids if you have them. You see what I'm saying? There's more than one you, okay? So this just goes to show you that at any given point in time, you can activate different areas of your personality. And if there is a personality that needs to exist that does not exist yet, you can create that personality, that character. Okay. And if you need to fire, or, if you need to fire or disengage or disintegrate a personality that is causing you a lot of harm, a lot of unhappiness, you can do that as well. You can fire that entity, that character. We'll just call it a character. There's multiple different characters that you embody at any given point in time to deal with different situations. Okay. Most of the time, this is a subconscious process. You don't even realize you're doing it. But sometimes it is like, when you're going to work, you're putting on a different character. You know that there are certain ways that you speak to customers or to clients that you don't speak to, really close friends, family, stuff like that. Some people are like, I got a customer service voice. You know what I mean? So this is going to help you understand where we're going with this. Okay. So this person is under the impression that in order for them to be able to process this really intense, dense emotion of rage and anger, that they have to fully embody that character. And this character, you guys, okay, this character is its own separate energetic body with its own thoughts, its own feelings, okay, its own programmed responses. And you, the real you, your real authentic true self is separate, is a separate energetic being from that. I mean, you're not separate at all. You're just stepping into that and embodying that energy. You're wearing that character, but you have forgotten that that's not who you are. Okay. If you're coming from the space of feeling afraid, like you're the only way that you are able to process those emotions and release those emotions are to fully embody that character. That's not true. Okay. So what you would do in this sense, you guys, is, and you might want to do this during like a meditative state. I'm not going to do that here. I'll just kind of give you the information that you need, and then you can go do it at a separate time. Okay. But here, kind of get all the information that you need. And then you can go and do the meditation, preferably in the presence of somebody who is a licensed professional. Okay. So what you would do, you guys, you would definitely want to start off with breathing. Okay. Because this is how we're going to disengage. This is how, you guys, we disengage from, because sometimes we embody an energy and we get stuck in it. Like we're not able to disengage ourselves from it. Okay. And usually that happens because we're stuck up here in the mind. Okay. We're stuck in mind, mental energy. We're totally cut off from the body. Okay. So what you would do in that instance, you guys, to disengage, this is how you start the process of disengaging from that character that is causing you so much pain, so much hurt, and so much turmoil in your life. This is how you start. Okay. You start by dropping out of the mind and into the body. And the quickest way you do that, you guys, is through deep breathing exercises, multiple different ones. Okay. I tend to, for myself, I drop my awareness. I just kind of imagine, like a small, maybe pebble here, kind of like this size. Okay. It's actually an Emma stone, but something that's kind of like that. And I imagine my awareness dropping from my mind all the way down into my body. And I ground myself. And the way that you can ground yourself is imagine that pebble dropping all the way down into your root in your sacral chakra. Okay. And you breathe in and out of that space, in and out of your root in your sacral chakra. Deep, deep breaths from your diaphragm. Don't breathe from here because this is going to activate like, that sense of fight or flight. No, you breathe deeply, and you do it with your eyes closed too. I guess you don't have to do it with your eyes closed, but when your eyes are closed, that helps to conserve some energy, because a lot of your energy is actually powered through your eyesight, through visualization, your eyes. Okay. So you breathe in and out, keeping your awareness in your body. Sometimes, if you're not much of a visualizer, you can, put your hand and just kind of rub wherever it is, if you're imagining your awareness being in your body, like in your root chakra, your sacral chakra, just, you can rub that space, rub your belly, or just kind of pat it, or just leave your hand there. And breathe deeply from the diaphragm in and out of that space, okay, through the nose, and then you can exhale out through the mouth. And I usually like to breathe, I don't know, maybe for a couple of minutes, and just focus on the breathing. And then what you want to do, you guys, is you want to imagine, okay, right now you're fully embodying that character that is causing you so much pain, okay, that is feeling whatever it's feeling, okay. This particular person's feeling a lot of rage, feeling a lot of anger, okay. Low key, I don't even know if it's low key, but low key feeling suicidal and homicidal. What you want to do in this state, okay, and you want to make sure you're keeping your awareness grounded in your body. So you're breathing in and out of your sacral and your root chakra as you're doing this. We're keeping the mind shut off here. Now, if the mind wants to talk, or, thoughts will drop in and stuff like that, but keeping your awareness in your body helps you to stay detached from whatever thoughts might be trying to go up here. Okay. So we start at that point. We are embodying that character that is experiencing all this rage, I'm hearing sadness. Anger, you guys, really is a cover for something much deeper. Okay. Anger, that's an expression that's coming from your inner masculine. And it's usually covering up an expression, an emotional expression from your inner feminine. That's way, you know what I mean? So, feelings like anger, rage, bitterness, resentment, those are more kind of on your inner masculine feelings. Things like sadness, depression, grief, regret. I know I said grief, but for some reason, extreme loss keeps wanting to come out. So I'm just going to go ahead. I know it's the same thing, but for some reason, extreme loss is wanting to come out. Okay. Usually anger or bitterness or resentment is usually something that's a cover for something that's much deeper. Okay. Extreme loss of something, grief for something, sadness, depression, feeling hopeless, feeling powerless. Okay. So still breathing, right? The whole time you're doing this, you guys, you are breathing. Okay. Staying connected with the body. You are embodying this character. So what you want to do at this point in your meditative state, you want to step out of that character's body. Okay. Just step away from it, because remember, you're not that character. Okay. But you stepped into that character, and now you are playing out that character's role in your life. You're feeling that character's feelings. You're thinking that character's thoughts. Okay. You are behaving and wanting to express yourself in a way that is relative to that character's programming, but you're not that character. Therefore, you're not its thoughts, you're not its feelings, you're not its programming, you're not its behaviors, and you're not its expressions. Okay, I know there's an attachment there, but the truth of the matter is that you are not that character. Okay, and neither are you any other character that you're playing out. Okay, those are just characters. So you step out of that character's body, and I'm already feeling a sense of relief, even if it's a little bit. You step outside of that character's body, outside of that character's energy, and you're just observing. And yeah, you may still be feeling its feelings in your body. You still may be thinking some of the thoughts that it's thinking, but you have disengaged your sense of identity from it. And now you're in observation mode. Okay. This is where you, your higher self, your authentic self, gets to sit down with this character and ask it, what is it wanting? Maybe, go back to the 4 core needs. Maybe it's feeling trapped. Maybe it's feeling powerless. Maybe it's feeling held hostage. Maybe it's feeling stolen from. Something was taken from it. Something keeps bringing up. It's an extreme sense of loss. Something was lost. Something was stolen. Okay. So a lot of you that are tuning into this video, it's going to come from a sense like that. But really, this is just you sitting down with that character that you have been embodying for so long and asking it, what's going on? How can I help you? Okay. When I was doing this for myself, and this is partly the reason why I decided to go ahead and respond to these series of comments, because I actually had a very similar experience. It wasn't this extreme, but I felt this intense, it was wailing. There was a rage, like I was feeling kind of a rage, but it was more along the lines of, there was a wailing. It was it was like rage crying kind of thing, right? And inside it was weird because I could feel something inside of me shaking, shaking, like pissed off, rage, like wanting, like in my mind. And this is something that you guys have to remember, you guys, the subconscious, when you are imagining things, the subconscious does not know that that's not actually happening. It doesn't know that that's not real life out here. I should say 3D circumstances. Okay. And this was happening for me subconsciously for the longest time. It just started coming online where I could actually consciously feel it and pick up on it when I started the releasing process, and I started really kind of releasing the layers, and the stuff finally started to come up. But I realized that was a part of me, and that had been a part of me for a very long time. So if you, like, for this person, if you're watching this video, the fact that you are consciously feeling this and hearing this and thinking this, I know it's difficult, but it's actually a blessing, because when that stuff comes up to your conscious awareness, you can actually, that's where it can be healed. When something is subconscious, it cannot be healed there until it comes to the conscious mind where it can be processed. Okay. So when I was going through this, because I remember, like, what the hell is this? Like, because I was releasing on feeling trapped. I was releasing on, I didn't feel held hostage. It wasn't anything like that, but I was definitely feeling trapped. I was wanting freedom. And as I was releasing on this energy, I also felt this sense of something was just like trying to get out. Like, and when I tapped into it, I stepped out of this energy and looked and saw this person and looked around me. This part of me, this character that I was playing, she was feral. All right. She was feral. Hair was all natted, wild as could be. And she was pissed off because she was trapped inside of this really small building. I mean, it was the size of a jail cell, but it wasn't a jail. Okay. And, you know, there was little bits of furniture in there, and all I could really see her doing was just shaking, you know, like a dresser, like she had like a dresser door, and just shaking this dresser door, just pissed off, wanting to get out. Right. But she couldn't get out. And so what I ended up doing in my mind, see, and what you, that's what I mean. You're not under, your subconscious thinks that's real. So you are thinking thoughts and feeling feelings, whether you are aware of them consciously or not, as if that's what's really going on. So the minute I stepped outside, and this was, for me, it was pretty simple. Like, all she wanted, she just wanted to be let out. She just wanted to be free. She was this wild, wild woman, this wild woman, you know, trapped inside of this small enclosed tiny space. And she just wanted to be let free. That was all she wanted. And all I had to do was show her a door that, for whatever reason, wasn't there before. And the minute I let her free, relief is what came up. It was relief. I finally felt free. Now, you have to remember, in that book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, this is a habit. So this may be something that you have to repeat over and over and over again, because your body is in a habit of feeling a certain way. It's programmed to respond a certain way. Okay. So this character is programmed in your body. So you may have to do this multiple times to remind yourself and to reprogram a different character, one that actually serves you much better. So when, you know, I would feel, so I would let her free. I'd let her go free. I'm free, right? I'd let her go. I'd say, you're free. You're a free woman. Go explore the world. You're safe. You're safe to explore the world. And then I would go about life. And then all of a sudden, programming would kick in, because I only did it the once or twice. I don't have to keep doing that. I had to keep reminding myself and affirming, I'm a free woman. There's the door. I'm not being held captive. And really what it was, you guys, for me personally, I locked myself up. I locked myself away, you know, way back when, because that part of me, that part of me, got too much attention, called too much attention to herself. You know, when that part of me was free, I got hurt quite a bit. So I had to remind myself, I'm free. I'm okay. I'm free. I'm okay. There's no need for me, you know, to be shoved in this room any longer. I'm safe now. And I had to remind me. So this is where affirmations come in, you guys. Okay. You're simply reminding yourself that you're not that person anymore. Okay. I'm free, meaning I'm no longer trapped. I'm safe, meaning I'm no longer under threat. And you have to repeat this over and over and over again to overcome your current programming, which is a habit. That's what that book means, breaking the habit of being yourself. But really, yourself is not you, okay? You're breaking the habit of embodying that character, playing that character, and you're reprogramming yourself with a new character that actually serves you, that makes you feel better, okay? So when you are, after you step out of, you know, you disengage, you step out of that character's body, okay? You separate yourself from that character's thoughts, that character's feelings, that character's programming. Now, this doesn't mean you're not thinking and feeling what it's thinking and feeling, but you have stopped taking ownership of it, and you're realizing, oh, that's not mine. I don't have to fully embody it in order for it to process. It gives you the ability to process that emotion, especially when you're asking this version of yourself, okay, this, I should say this character, what is it really wanting? Why is it so pissed off? What is it wanting that it's not getting? And maybe all it wants, you guys, is relief from that energy, relief from those feelings. And offer it that relief. Maybe all it needs is love. Maybe all it needs to know is that it's okay. Maybe all it needs to know is that it is in control, that it is free to do what it wants. It's going to take, that's why I'm saying do this in the presence of somebody who is a licensed professional that can kind of keep a watch over you while you're doing this. You don't necessarily have to go back in time and like revisit memories or anything like that. Just ask that part of you, what are you wanting? How can I help you? How can I love you today? Okay. I know this is helping. I know it's helping. I just wish that I could take that from you guys and do it myself, but whatever, I'm here for you as much as I can possibly be. Okay. So go back through this, take notes. I know it's kind of all over the place, but you can, take notes, put your own little meditation together. Okay. Take that meditation to you in the presence of somebody, preferably someone that's a licensed professional, and let them overlook you as you're going through this process. And you guys, if you're able to find someone who is a licensed professional, who is well versed in the Sedona method or some other modality where you feel and experience your emotions rather than stuffing them down, okay, go that route. Go find a psychologist or a psychiatrist who also knows and facilitates the Sedona method. That would be your greatest help. For those of you who are dealing with some really, really heavy things, you're feeling stuck and you don't know how to get unstuck, okay? Especially if for whatever reason, now I am setting the intention and I do know this video is going to help you, okay? And I would love for you to be able to find a psychologist or a psychiatrist who is well versed in this method. Okay, not just someone that's going to have you dwell on the past or anything like that and talk about your feelings. Just talking about your feelings doesn't really do anything about it. Venting is not releasing. Okay, there's another book called Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. He was a psychiatrist, okay, who talked about numbing it out, venting, suppressing, even blowing up or whatever. None of that is processing it correctly. In order to feel your emotions, you have to come from a place of, again, you guys, check the description box below for releasing the wands, okay? It's not the same thing. Venting, suppressing, repressing, blowing up, that's not releasing. All that does is let the steam out. And then that trigger, that emotional response goes right back down into your subconscious where it can be triggered and will be triggered at another time. Okay, so take a break, you guys. And this is specifically for that person who's been leaving all those, those really long comments on my videos wanting help. Take a break from manifesting. Take a break from Neville. Okay, take a break from the law of assumption, law of attraction, whatever. Okay, and get really well versed in the Sedona method. Okay, go check the book out. Go look up Hale Dwoskin, Lester Levinson. Okay, Lester Levinson is the creator of the Sedona method. Hale Dwoskin took over when he passed away, and Hale Dwoskin has been, doing that since 1992. So he's way more advanced in the process than I am. And I'm pretty sure, you know, go follow his YouTube channel, look him up on Facebook. Okay, there's a Facebook group for the Sedona method. You know, there's people there who have had experiences with people with these kinds of intense emotional realities. Okay, if you're feeling you need something more than what I was able to provide on this channel and on this specific video. Okay, but the only thing really that is coming up for me to let you know is that you don't have to fully embody that character, you know, and that character's feelings, emotions, and stuff like that. And remember, you're not that character. Okay, you're not your thoughts, you're not your feelings, you're not your programming, you're not your personality. That's not you. Okay, you forgot that though. You fully stepped into this character called whatever its name is, anger and rage, and you're having a hard time, it feels like, disengaging from it. And that's okay. Start with the, you know, meditative thing that I just outlined here. Start there. See if you're able to release from that space, being disengaged from that character. And if not, go check out Lester Levinson, go check out Hel Dwoskin, pause Neville Goddard, pause Law of Assumption, pause manifestation, and focus here on how to navigate your own energy. Okay, I hope this is helping. I am setting the intention that it is. Okay, I love you guys so much. I'm going to be coming back with another video. It's going to be all about resistance. Okay, resistance, which is resistance, you guys. All pain and suffering is caused by arguing with 3D circumstances. Okay, so, and arguing with 3D circumstances, that's resistance. So we're just going to be talking in another separate video all about resistance, what it looks like, how to get past it. Okay, all that good stuff. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.